in case you were not watching TV yesterday because you went to church, General Frank McKenzie went on with Martha Raddatz and said this, cut number one.
So ISIS-K in particular, but ISIS in general, has a strong desire to attack our homeland. We should believe them when they say that. They're going to try to do it. And so I think the threat is growing. It's begun to grow as soon as we left Afghanistan and took pressure off ISIS-K. So I think we should expect further attempts of this nature against the United States as well as our partners and other nations abroad. I think this is inevitable.
Now, what I would have asked if I were Martha is, wait a minute, you just said since we left Afghanistan, how would you quantify the increase in risk, and did you brief President Biden on that inevitability? The answer would have been, I don't know what he would increase the risk by, but yes, we did brief the president about it. He went on to say this, cut number two.
ISIS-K seeks to conduct external attacks. By that I mean attacks away from their homeland, which they regard as largely Afghanistan. And of course, they're not under a great deal of pressure in Afghanistan. So when you're not under pressure at your home base, you have the opportunity to reach out. And they hold Russia accountable for actions against ISIS in Syria several years ago. So they desire to attack not only Russia, but also the United States and other Western nations as well. So this is very much in keeping with their stated operational design, if you will.
And the U.S. says it warned Russia and Iran before that, part of this duty to warn. Russia didn't heed those warnings. If they had, do you think there was enough intelligence to make this preventable?
I think we gave them pretty precise information. The problem that ISIS-K has and all these organizations have is when they want to conduct an attack abroad, they have to communicate. And that communications is often something that we have the opportunity to listen to gain knowledge of, and that can be reasonably precise. I think there was probably a good opportunity for the Russians to have averted this attack had they actually listened to the material that was presented to them.
So they didn't listen. Now the obvious question that follows, again, not asked, do you think the United States is ignoring obvious signals? That's what we'd like to know, because if ISIS-K is coming after America, do you think we are paying attention? Now, he's retired, so he doesn't have access to current intelligence. He wouldn't know. I do know that I am not particularly enthusiastic about the people that we have in the United States Senate keeping an eye on this.